Welcome to the Miracles and Wellness Podcast. My name is Clarissa and I'm your life and wellness coach and also a beauty expert. I am so happy and grateful that you are here. We'll be discussing all things health and wellness, feeling empowered, and loving yourself more while connecting your mind, body, and spirit. Always know that you can manifest whatever you desire for your greater well-being in your life because I believe that miracles are for everyone. Hey there, friends. Hope you're having a wonderful day. So today we're going to talk a little bit about inflammation and how it relates to our health and nutrition, tying all that stuff together. All right, because inflammation sometimes gets a bad rap. It's not all bad because we do need it to help us, right? Because we have chronic inflammation and acute inflammation, okay? And chronic inflammation is what's linked to our health conditions, heart disease, atherosclerosis, stroke, type 2 diabetes, the autoimmune diseases like rheumatoid arthritis and multiple sclerosis. And so nutrition plays a great deal in this. More and more people are recognizing it as more studies come out, as more research is done. And this is absolutely wonderful. So once again, it's showing that medication is not always the way. All right. So first, we want to do whatever we can for our lifestyle, right? And so inflammation plays a big part in our natural defense system. So our body's trying to protect us. Remember, our body always wants to help us. So in general, it's good for us. Just too much of it is bad when it's built up and it can't go back down. So acute inflammation is when our body is injured in response and we get that redness, that swelling, and that pain. But then that chronic is when the immune system is in overdrive and it's like going on for a long period of time and it's just going and going. And it's just a wave of white blood cells. It's just attacking the healthy tissue and organs. And that can come from many places. We're going to talk about nutrition and food today, but that also can come from increased stress that doesn't go down. So however it is, your body's in this heightened state of stress and it's not able to go down. So with the standard American diet, the SAD diet, so you could eat something processed like a burger or something like that, and then you are getting all this saturated fat, this increased sugar, sodium, all the things. And so your body has to process this, right? And then it might bring apart diabetes, your cholesterol goes up. And then it also is going to affect your leptin hormone, which is going to affect you feeling full. You ever eat some kind of junk food or fast food and you just feel like you're just eating more of it? It affects this. It prevents you from feeling full. And it also gets into your gut flora, and then it's going to contribute to leaky gut. It's just this whole trickle effect of everything that's going on. And then on top of that, you might feel all happy at that moment, enjoying your food. Then what happens in like a few hours? You just like crash, right? And then you might try to eat some kale or some spinach, but then you can't really fix it because it's already in there. So your body still has to go through that process of having it work through. So that again goes back to being mindful of what you're putting in your body, because the other food isn't exactly going to offset what you already have in there, right? So those diets that are high in refined starches, processed food, sugar, trans fats, and low in like those omega-3 fatty acids, natural antioxidants, and fiber can increase your systemic inflammation. Like there was a study done at the University of Maryland where they were eating good old McDonald's, where they had people have these McDonald's meals and they gave them a Happy Meal, all right? The cute little ones, the smaller versions, right, that we give our children. And so they looked at their blood and their blood vessels and their ability to open and close. And what they found was that the people within like 4 hours of eating this Happy Meal from McDonald's had decreased the reactivity. And so pretty much the blood vessels were less compliant to move, which is not really good, all right? Because we want our blood vessels to be able to pump and get our blood circulating through to the body. And that's just after one meal. And can you imagine if you eat in this manner all the time, how much harder your body has to work, how much harder it is for your heart to pump, which then you can better understand why our body gets clogged with plaque. Because your body hasn't even had the chance to heal, because if you're continuously putting this in our body, it's just building up and building up more. And it makes it so much harder for our heart to pump and to take care of us, right? That's not to say if you eat healthy the majority of time and you're not generally stressed out and all of these things in your lifestyle is potentially more on the healthy side, that you eat something once in a blue moon. It's not going to have as big an effect on you. But if you are living your life in a different manner when you're chronically eating this way and you're super stressed and you're smoking and you're drinking, you're doing all these things, it's going to have more of an impact on you, right? So eating poor foods all the time and the chronic stress, all these things is going to lead to chronic inflammation. It's going to affect your gut flora. So being able to try to avoid or limit as much as possible your refined carbohydrates, refined meaning like your white bread in you, those yummy little breakfast pastries. If you're like rushing out the door or going to the local coffee shop and just grabbing those pastries, just trying to limit those. And those French fries, fried foods, just all the food stuff. Saturated fats, right? And everything just covered in grease, We know that those aren't probably the best options for us. And even stuff like soda. Even if it's a diet soda, it's best to try to avoid that. Like sugar-sweetened drinks. Just try to swap it out for more water. We know which is good for us. Or just maybe like some tea. Just try getting some good green tea in there is good, right? And the saturated fats coming from the meats, like those burgers and those steaks, processed meats, all of those things, and like the margarines. Just trying to avoid those as much as possible. And of course, back flipping to as much whole food, plant-based as much as we can. Even if you don't want to be completely vegan, even if you eat just like a little bit of animal products, right? If that's your thing, but the more the better. If you can get 80% of your plate on plants, boom, that's good, right? Because we know that these foods are going to increase inflammation. And also weight gain is also a part of inflammation, which does not contribute to anything really good for us, right? And even if you have inflammation and arthritis and your hormones are in play, this will still help, right, guys? Just still increasing your plant-based foods and doing other activities to help reduce stress in your life. So if you have a yoga practice, a meditation practice, all of these things together, just taking that time for yourself, right? That good self-care is amazing, and it will benefit you so much. So these are just some simple swaps that you can do, right? Because inflammation is the root cause of many chronic diseases, right? And even besides the McDonald's study, on a more positive note, there were 46 individual studies from German researchers that looked at blood level markers of inflammation called C-reactive protein, CRP, which is used by doctors to get a sense of the level of inflammation occurring in the body, right? And so it helps determine the risk of cardiovascular problems like heart attack. And the researchers found that the CRP was consistently elevated in the ones who ate more meat and then decreased in the diets rich in fruits and vegetables. I mean, it's even in the science there. And plants are naturally lower in fat, lower in toxins, which can damage the tissues and trigger inflammation. They have phytonutrients in it, which have anti-inflammatory properties. They help you heal more quickly and stop inflammation. And phytonutrients are found in plant foods, so your fruits, your vegetables, your beans, your grains, all those yummy things. It's just about eating a balanced way, which you can accomplish that by just eating the rainbow, filling your plate up with just colorful different foods and vegetables. And 6 phytonutrients that you can try to incorporate more of. 1 being beta carotene, which can help your immune system, vision, your skin health, your bone health. You can get this from pumpkin, sweet potato, carrots, cantaloupe. 2, lycopene. This can help with prostate cancer and heart health. You can get this from tomatoes, pink grapefruit, red peppers, watermelon. Another one, 3 is lutein, which can help with eye health, cancer, heart health. Found in some collard green, kale, spinach, broccoli, Brussels sprouts. 4, resveratrol, which I know a lot of people hear about because of wine, which is good for your heart health, cancer, lung health, for inflammation. You can get that from some red wine, peanuts, grapes. And anthocyanidins are good for your blood vessels, You can get those from blueberries, blackberries, plums, some red onions, potatoes. Think like the red and purple berries. And lastly, isoflavones, which can help with menopause, breast cancer, bone health, the inflammation, can help lower your cholesterol. And you can get those in soybeans. I know there's this whole back and forth with soy, but a lot of people do eat soy and they're okay. But, it's all on what's good for your body, right? That's just with anything that you ever eat. I know sometimes people say, listen to your body, but that really is it. I mean, sometimes we get these signs, but that's going on with us, but we just choose to ignore them, right? You're like, oh, but it tastes so good or something like that. So just being mindful of what your body's trying to tell you, just tuning in. And if you're getting a feeling that something's off, then it's okay. Even if it's supposedly deemed healthy, you do not have to eat it, guys. Just do not eat it. So I hope that helped you. And whatever questions you might have, please come on over to the free community, the wellness community. That is bit.ly/wellbeing group, or even just leave a written review on your favorite podcast platform, Apple. Even if you don't have an Apple account, you can still go in there and leave a written review. Ask any questions. Tell me your thoughts on it. I would love to know because I am here for you, right? Until next time. The Witcher is a way to lose weight without feeling so hungry, having ways to cope with stress without turning to food to deal with stress, or even having increased energy to take on the day because your health concerns are affecting your life. That's why I created Total Wellbeing Academy, where I empower you to trust more in yourself and spirit, how to cope with stress in a more healthy way through meditation. I will also teach you how to lose weight naturally and keep it off while nourishing your mind, body, and spirit. I know what it feels like to be super stressed and feel like there isn't enough time in the day to give extra focus to your health. Imagine if you could wake up energized and not feel hungry or deprived for being on a restricted fad diet that's unsustainable. Just taking the time to put yourself first and breathe more easily. You will love your body more. You'll understand the connection between quality food and the effects on your mind and body. You will walk away with a renewed lifestyle that makes you question diet culture. You'll know how to effectively manage your emotions and your stress. And the best part is you'll watch your health reverse so you can live longer for yourself and your loved ones. So if you're ready to change your life, go to clarissabooker.com/TWA. Again, that is clarissabooker.com/TWA. And the link is also down there in the show notes if you just want to go ahead and click on it. I cannot wait for you to reverse your health conditions, release stress, and reset your midline.
Did you like my mommy show? Leave a review. Bye, guys.
Thank you so much for coming by. And don't forget to subscribe and leave a written review. Until next time, love and light.